Okay, we're back. So let's continue onwards. So there are people we could talk to here. I don't think it'll let us teleport out. Nope. Merelda doesn't have a clue. I don't think it could be any side character that could give us information because they might not exist. I feel like the little boy might have seen the doctor. And I like that the doctor has a main event. Hi, Sister Nia. The culprit will be punished in due time. Let's not talk to the very suspicious doctor right away. Let's talk to the others. Heard he's a horrific murderer who takes pleasure in killing. I like how Dina also doesn't seem super torn up about it. It's kind of funny. So we're still quite far away from a spirit necklace, unfortunately.
How can I help you today?
We haven't unlocked any new spheres.
How can I help you? That it?
So that's all we could do with her for now. So I guess that's not a bad way of kind of gating equipment. So I guess if we play one of the other games in the series, we'll have to see how easy it is to get weapon upgrades comparatively. Could be interesting. Again, I think the one before this one, 7, also has the kind of party format, but I think it was like the first introduction of it, so it's probably a bit more rougher and cruder in implementation. Whoever it is has to be hiding somewhere. Someone died, why bother watering the plants? So the child says he hasn't seen anything. Well, we'll get more eggplant in the meantime. Oh. Let's talk to Hummel first. So I guess he might not know about the... Hummel's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear Sir Carlin died. You disappear when we're coming back to the village with like... Are we really suspecting him? Sahad, come on. He uses a gun. Come on. I mean, he could try to stab with a bayonet, but I feel like they would notice it. Like, come on. Wrong weapon. Well, he does have the dagger on his side, I guess, but still. Sahad, he's not the person who did it. Yep, Hummel can't be the culprit. He was with us when the little peril told us to come back to the village. Exactly. Oh, Sahad, you're so dumb. You could still be an accomplice. I mean, technically, if you want to get more complicated mysteries, you do involve multiple parties, and that makes it a bit harder to guess. I don't think the game is going to do that, because, let's face it, if there's somebody that was going to be guilty alongside the doctor, it was the nun. But I don't think the nun did it. She hasn't given enough of an indicator to me. I don't think anybody else helped him with it. I'm pretty sure he's on his own. He's like, no, why would you ask me that? Would you really trust anything I said? Not really, Hummel. Yeah, because he was done working with us, he left. This crime you're trying to solve is your business. My business lies elsewhere and has nothing to do with you. So why force an unnecessary collaboration? What a tease. That fourth party member tease. But hey, we got more dialogue, because we definitely do not want to talk to the doctor first. Sorry, I think I want to do area map. Oh, I can't actually see the plot points on the area map. I didn't notice that until just now. Let's go talk to the animals. Did you see something, Shrewd Picard? He said the doctor did it. Let's go talk to the doctor. that ridiculous airtime. Oh my gosh. He just... I'm never gonna get over that. He just has like so much airtime, chat. It's just not fair. Hi, very suspicious doctor, where you put the note right next to you. Yes, confused any information about the incident. We literally could not verify his whereabouts either of the other two incidents, because there are actually two of them if you think about it, and he wasn't there for either. First, this captain was attacked in Sir Carlin. Nothing about the wounds seemed particularly suspicious to me. See, he can lie about it. Like, yes, he's like, oh, gee, I don't know how these wounds were created, he says, putting away his surgical tools. If anything, it's more noteworthy that the wounds themselves weren't life-threatening. I know, he wants to terrorize people on purpose, and who better to know where the vital points on a person are than a doctor? I'm telling you, chat. Like, Sir Carlin was already injured, and then he just injured him further to break him psychologically. In the same leg, I think he was injured already. So Kierkegaard says, perhaps I don't want to overthink things either. The attacks were a warning. Oh, there's a fast forward button. Chat, I didn't know that existed. So look, I can just make them... I can make them have like a little mini rave. Look at them bobbing their heads. I guess that's there if you've already seen a cutscene or something. I mean, I think I'm okay with the pace we've been going at. I don't think I need to hold the fast forward button. I mean, I wish that was in a game like Yakuza, but that's another story. Though I suppose Sir Carlin did die later. Maybe the culprit was toying with his victims first to fill them with fear. Yes, Kierkegaard, tell us your motive. Perhaps he wanted to slowly chip away at their psyches before he struck again. Oh, that skipped it too fast. But it's fine. They were probably disagreeing with him. We didn't really miss that much. It was funnier to watch them rave. What's that on your neck, doctor? Yeah, what did we see on his neck? Don't tell me you were attacked too. Says this is just the remnants of a sunburn I received a while back. Before I ended up here, I was actually staying in a country called Altago. I spent much of my time outdoors doing medical work in the sun. Yes. You were dealing with a lot of cadavers, I'm sure. The kingdom of Altago, I've heard many stories about it from her father, says Lexia. She says it's said to have been a mysterious land where giant beasts roam. Okay, so he would also potentially know about the dinosaurs that he got to attack the village. This is just all tying together, chat. He's just checking all the boxes on the list. I'm telling you, we should just arrest him. Let's ask him more about Altago, because maybe he could accidentally slip up on more information, so our characters are less dumb about this. Now I feel like I'm having the true Phoenix Red experience, where I know what the solution is, but I have to make the character realize what the solution is. No, Laxia, he was gonna slip up if he talked about it. He'd let his guard down, and we can find inconsistencies. You want him to talk. You need him to talk. Bad Laxia. We have to solve the case first. Well, he'll probably tell us all about it in his villain monologue later, so I guess we'll learn about Altago at some point. Yes, we'll have plenty of time to talk with him later as we run him through with said blade. So we did get a little info from him. So I guess we just go back to... Guess we just go back to the military officer for now. Oops. I was steering like a boat. Wasn't being very cooperative with me. I'm confused. Is there somebody we haven't talked to? So Hummel doesn't care, because he says if anybody goes after him, he'll probably kill them. Oh, okay, somebody was inside. See, that's why that mini-map thing was useful. I just wish it would... I don't like the zoomed-in one as much, honestly. This one is probably the most useful of the side maps. We'll talk to Allison. Both attacks happen outside. I've been in here both times, so I don't know anything. I just want to know why this person is doing this. What purpose can it serve? We could talk to the captain. Let's talk to the captain last. Let's talk to Licht first. I don't know what Licht would really help us with, because I don't see how he would have witnessed anything. Well, actually, that's not entirely true, because he would have seen the doctor wasn't where he normally is. So actually, we could get information from him, chat. If we're thinking about it from that standpoint, we should be asking him who he saw at the time, but we're not very good investigators, so we're not going to do that. He's been wondering why Sir Carlin was the first victim, because that's who the doctor picked out, and he knew nobody would like him. So he figured by bringing him to the village instead of offing him separately, he could cause more of a psychological scare. I mean, now it's very straightforward. Sahad saying it's because he's the easiest target. Lick says, is that the only reason? Nameless was very deliberate about where he left his notes, as if his true goal was to sow dread and paranoia among us. Maybe that's what Nameless really enjoys, playing mind games with his victims. Lexia agrees. Sir Carlin seemed rather mentally distressed by everything. Licht responds, yes, but now that I think about it, that might have been intentional too. Sir Carlin already had a reputation for causing problems in the village. The mental trauma of believing his life to be in danger only made those problems worse. Now that he's dead... Oh, so we're just flat out assuming he's dead. Okay. The village's morale has never been lower. Perhaps that was the true motive behind Nameless's crime. Nameless isn't... We're gonna say Nameless is cunning. I mean, I don't feel like Lick really told us anything here. Again, I feel like we would get more information if we asked specifically who everybody saw. Because if it was somebody from the village, you would literally have the odd man out scenario. But we're bad investigators, so sorry, chat. So he's saying he's an outsider, so it's easier for him to see. So, like, for example, he wouldn't think it's odd that the doctor wasn't at the station, so we wouldn't know that unless we asked him specifically. So now we're asking what he did for a living. Uh-oh, he was a medical resident? Oh no, chat, wait, he was training to be the doctor? Oh no, I was thinking we wouldn't run into another doctor, but here we are. Now we have two doctors. Oh, check mark. See, that one's called extra credit. I mean, it didn't have to be a doctor taking up the role of the doctor. If it was just like, I was shown how to do some medicine so I could do the basic ones. Yeah, that's extremely convenient, chat. The attending physician aboard the Lombardi had asked me to cover for him. I never imagined I would wind up in this situation. So now we have the plot doctor. See, that's why I was confused, because it seemed like they were setting him up to be the medical personnel, but I guess he's also taking up the role of the captain simultaneously, I guess later. And the nun will just help with other things, I guess. So now we have two doctors. So goodbye, Kiergaard. Hi, Captain. Can you tell us about how you were attacked? Because I don't know what else you would contribute, honestly, at this point, because you didn't see anything else. Okay, so he's saying sorry he had to rely on us. Sahad says we don't mind. Okay, so he's saying he remembers one more thing, a sense that something wasn't quite right. It happened right when I was attacked. I already told you I couldn't get a clear view of my attacker, but that's because he was already a few... Again, that looks like melee. Like melee. Away from me. Yeah, that's pretty far away for someone to cut you. It happened so fast I thought perhaps I was misremembering things. Okay, let's think outside the box. So is the doctor setting traps, maybe? Right? Like... I'm not sure. After reading Nameless's note, he's convinced he is attacked with the knife, but it could have been something else. So the murder weapon isn't necessarily a knife. Zahad reminding us that Captain Deathflag has a daughter waiting for him at home for when he retires from being a captain. Thank you, Zahad. She's only 2 years old, but she's very strong for her age, still. One of my passengers has fallen victim to a madman. Until this matter is resolved, I must fulfill my duty as captain. Okay, so we gathered some information, but Euron hasn't arrived to meet us. I suppose we could patrol the village while we wait. So Sahad says, nothing. I thought I saw someone walking outside the village. Alright, so we're gonna leave the village to go see who is walking out there. Oh, it's not him. Interesting. So who did we see? Or it could be Sir Carlin again. Technically, it could be Sir Carlin. Chad, I'm really sad to say this might be Sir Carlin. If we're doing process of elimination. Because he wouldn't know that people were told not to leave the village. Or it could technically be somebody else, technically.
Where did he go?
Thought I saw him heading downstream, along the river, this way.
Are you sure? No one is here.
I feel like we're gonna get like dart trapped or something, but we'll see how it goes. Nope, stop, it's a wire. It's a wire, no!
Stop!
It's a wire!
Huh?
You're in a trap. Knew it. There we go, chat.
What's that?
See, chat? I was thinking it was a trap, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't think about the location, so because the trees are here, the wires would be between it. As soon as it panned to the trees, I'm like, wait a minute. I told her to not move.
Hold on. Okay. Something cut my neck? How?
Over there, Adol! There's something near that tree.
It's okay. Wires are much easier to spot than boats. That's a fact, chat. According to Sahad logic. Thin metallic strand of wire attained. Looks like a steel wire. What's this doing over here? Let's ask him how he noticed this. I might not look it, but I got the eyes of a hawk. Sahad, you literally didn't notice a boat wasn't there. Sahad, the boat is like bigger than you are. This isn't... Sahad, I'm not believing this statement. If this was Phoenix, right, I would be holding the Y button and I would be objecting to this. If I can't see fish in the water, I can't keep my family fed. So now Euron's coming to look for us. So now we have the way that they were probably injured. Does it belong to you? No, we're gonna ask him what it is. This is part of a trap used by Roman guerrilla warfare units. So we're asking what he means. It's a trap that uses a special type of steel wire and tree branches. This is military-grade steel wire. It shoots out when the trap is stepped on, ripping the poor bastard to shreds. Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant. So could it be beheaded her? Could the Nameless Ripper be part of the Roman military? Perhaps a military doctor? Huh? Huh? It's all coming together, chat. It's all making sense, chat. And that's why he has such a grudge against the nation from what he saw during war. See, now we even have a potential motive, man. Chat, we are learning so much from this game. Oh, I have auto-scroll. Oh, there's even... So there's multiple ways to skip cutscenes. I was just curious and experimenting with buttons. I mean, personally, I like more control over the dialogue, so I think I'll turn it off. But that's neat to know, chat, that you could just kind of do that. So Euron says that makes me a suspect. I don't suspect you, though. Exactly. Why would he tell us the methods? It doesn't make any sense. You still seem suspicious. No, we're gonna say you're right, because we know who it is. Because if nothing else, it implicates him to some extent, because it was found. So Euron saying that he's gonna report the findings. It's the only way to clear his name, so he can nail with them. So I think that was specifically to mess with Euron. So Captain Deathflag agrees Euron's not a culprit. Dogi's also not a culprit. I don't think it'll be a plot twist if somebody's being possessed or something like that. So they've set it up so that it seems very much like a passenger. I don't have a reason to doubt that information. So I guess we're gonna have to deal with the Nameless's mind games for a little bit. A very intelligent individual. Mm-hmm. Nameless managed to cut him without being at close range, but that makes sense if you use the steel wire trap instead of a blade. Okay, we're putting the puzzle pieces together. Based on use of these traps, we can surmise that he's a connection to the Roman military. We also need to know whether this person is an outsider or a member of the village. I mean, technically, as I said before, technically it could be somebody outside the village, but Doki says he doesn't know any of the Roman military. So because we don't have definitive proof, we can't say it's the doctor yet, but we'll figure it out, chat. Uh-oh, she's planning on asking Dr. Kiergaard to examine it later. Captain Deathflag thinks that Kiergaard is a testament to his profession. The wounds I sustained yesterday have been healing well thanks to him. Sahad saying, wait a minute, I just remembered something funny the doctor said. He said he'd been in some exotic country recently. I know, that's why we should have pressed him. We should have pressed him. I know, Sahad and Laxia, I know. That's how you would figure these things out sooner. Yeah, and then Euron's gonna go, well, how did he come from, what was it, Ultros? Altago. Yeah, and then Euron's gonna be like, wait, normal civilians can't go there, or something like that. And somehow we didn't piece that together. See, they don't know about Altago. Altago's at war with the Roman Empire? Oh man, we are terrible detectives. How did we not know that? Wait a minute. Oh no, chat. So, okay, so maybe if he wasn't working for the Roman military, he still could have been a military doctor treating the wounds that he saw his comrades suffer. It's still, it's a slight twist in his backstory. You can't just come and go from there as you please. But again, I feel like Adol would know this, because Dogi knows this, but we should know what Dogi knows. I don't agree with this setup. I feel like it was doing pretty well up until this point, chat. Now the mystery's kind of falling apart here. You'd have to be... Oh, wait. No. Chat. Let's retract the statement. You'd have to be a government official or a soldier in the Roman military. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's not on the enemy's side, I guess. But he could still sympathize with them. So now it's still making sense. Okay, so I think our original guess was on track. So let's retract that previous statement. He's a military doctor. Sahad, there's military doctors. It's a thing. I'm telling you, it's a thing. A doctor in the military. Maybe he's a field medic. Thank you, Euron. Jeez. Why were we rolling out the fact that he was a doctor that he can't be a soldier? Like, duh. This is starting to make too much sense. Don't think too hard, Captain Deathflag. It'll only hurt you. Lexia says, Kiergaard is such a kind man he couldn't possibly be. Chat, I would just like to say, I called it. And he's not going to be there now. Although, chat, I would like to point out one thing. Is that when we went to go outside, he was still in the village. So I think the game forgot to hide him. I am 100% certain the nun was there with him. So I feel like the game actually forgot to show that he's not there. I feel like it honestly did forget. Okay, so now he's gonna start investigating the boxes the doctor has. Yeah, we're gonna find the wire. Yup. Okay, so this wasn't a super long mystery, at least. But Chad, I'd just like to say, I knew from the look in his eyes that he was a serial killer, and I was 10,000% convinced that he was. And I think we have now worked out all the backstory before the game even fully confirmed it. So I think we did a good job, chat. So basically, the JRPG instinct of don't trust doctors, very straightforward. Adol apprehend Dr. Kiergaard before he claims another victim. I could say I can't do that. What happens if I say I can't do that? Now I'm just curious, chat. I must know. If things had gone different, Lexi might not be here right now. Oh, Euron's coming with us. The doctor's still in the village somewhere? Oh, wait, he said he's coming with us, but he's not coming with us. Hi, Hummel. Do you want to help us go confront a serial killer? The opponent is an infamous murderer. I can't help you, but I can advise caution. So I guess I'll leave them on offensive. So we are still not allowed to leave, chat. And I missed a wonder over here, but I think we couldn't reach this area. How do we reach this, actually? Because we were here before, right? And there is, like, that cliff we couldn't get past. Do we learn, like, a double jump or something later? Well, chat, I think this is a good time to save our game, because we are definitely past a certain point of no return. I don't think we really missed anything other than 2 lines of dialogue, so I think I'm just going to overwrite this. Also, I'm really glad that we did Sir Carlin's quest, by the way. I'm glad we got that out of the way. See, Euron said he's coming with us, but then he's just standing there. Ooh, chat, do you think he's gonna be in his, like, murder cultist robe when we go to confront him? Ooh, I wonder what he's gonna look like when he's in his full attire. Hello, Sister Nia. Oh, we'll find him, alright. Again, I feel like we could have solved this mystery a slightly different way to make it have less kind of plot holy moments. Like, I definitely feel like we should have been asking who saw who. Yeah, because his plot expiration went from medium to short, so we did see it ticking down. So I guess we do have to respect the timers.
Oh, hello, Adol. Something the matter? Why so serious?
Oh, why so serious? Uh-oh.
Someone else been hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Nice weather we're having today, Dr. Kiergaard. Thank God for that, huh? Now, I don't have to try to apprehend you in the rain.
That was a really lame one-liner. You're on, just try again. That was really terrible. I'm rating that as 0 out of 10. That wasn't even worthy of a point. That was such a stretch.
Oh dear. Officer, you're on. You never got the chance to rendezvous with your partner on the ship, did you?
I knew it. You're the bastard who killed him, Kiergaard. Or should I say, the Nameless Ripper.
So it was you, Doctor. But why?
Bravo! Simply beautiful. When this began, you castaways were perfect strangers to one another. But look at you now. Look how your bond and trust has flourished. All for the sake of survival. Beautiful, beautiful. There is no better way to describe it.
The hell are you talking about?
Consider, if you will, an opposing perspective. Had we not washed ashore, had I not made myself a threat, that beauty would have died in a womb.
That's absurd.
Don't listen to this lunatic. He's a serial killer.
Come quietly, Dr. Kiergaard. This is a deserted island. There is nowhere for you to run.
Wow, he moves real quick.
Needs one such as I to exist? Your unjust treatment is the real cruelty!
Okay, his evade is much better than ours. I love that all 5 of us were completely helpless to that. Farrell, follow Dr. Kiergaard and report his whereabouts to Adol. Wow, this bird is really smart, chat. Like, it is picking up on kind of complicated tasks for a bird. So the captain is not really tending to his own wounds, so this is not boding well for him. We're saying not to push himself. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I was right about some of the professions on the ship. I was slightly off about the military officer. It's okay, I just trusted them to be bad people. That was just my takeaway from it. I love that I can make Adol move around a little bit. Look at them jump around when I walk near them. I'm like spooking them with Sahad. Oh, is she like phasing out of existence? What's happening there? Wait a minute. Chad, are you seeing that? She just like momentarily stops existing. Oh. Adol? Oh, you're oh. Maybe they are the true Kiergaard all along. Oh, Meralda. Yes, he's the slasher. Hey, Sister Nia. Okay, so we're slowly informing the entire village of what's going on. That speed isn't normal, be careful. It's true, he's got a good evade. Hi, Hummel, do you want to come by? If you're going after him, then you won't be in my way. Yep. He's probably looking to snatch somebody. Well, nobody seems... Only a couple people really seem upset that it's his doctor. How about you, Reha? Okay, so he doesn't know. Thank you, shrewd Picard. You told us it was the doctor. We believed in you. Oh my gosh, those air tumbles. Any quests? Lexi, I'm actually impressed you got on top of that. I'm not even sure how you did that, but good job. He's to the east, says the bird. Now, which way is actually east, though? We have to go north. Because there's technically 2 exits, that's why I say that. Okay. Actually, speaking of which, he no longer needs the skill gain +2, so why don't we equip him with maybe SP cost down or rare item up? I feel like both are pretty good. And then what we could do in the meantime is maybe because Adol has so many new skills, we could probably teach him the skill gain +2. That skill is so monstrous, chat. Force Edge mastered. Huh. Chat, I love that this was like one of the... We didn't get this right away, but man, we leveled that almost instantly, because we got Rising Slash and Aerial Spin before that. Just keep that in mind, chat. We already maxed it. I probably want to get rid of Arc Shot. So we'll use this up a little bit. I'm not super enthusiastic or thrilled about its damage.
Adol, straight ahead. Here guard, up ahead.
Brace yourself, Adol.
I don't see him down there below us. So we'll see how it goes. This chat is suspecting he might have another trap for us. Again, I feel like he could summon the reptiles to some extent. I feel like that's what the twist is going to be. But we'll see.
We finally caught up.
Where's that nameless son of a bitch?
Ooh.
We haven't found him yet. I believe Pero is still looking for him.
Found! Found!
Looks like he came back.
Found girl! Found girl!
A girl?
What's he talking about?
The small little girl that took the captain's jacket. We know about her already.
Huh? Look.
Is she being held hostage? Again, I want to see how Hummel interacts with her.
She's not moving. Could she be a castaway? She seems rather young.
We gotta act fast or she'll be beast chow.
We can't afford to lose any more survivors.
Okay, I guess it's canon Sahad just destroys everything. Nope. Ooh, Captain ran into the wires. The little girl was the bait all along.
My leg! This must be one of Nameless's traps. Please be on your guard.
Ah, you think he's nearby?
So did he know where she was the whole time and just keep her like drugged or something? Or is he just gonna say, "Oh, look at the fate" or whatever? Let's see what he says.
Knew I made the right choice capturing that lost little urchin.
Okay, so he did capture her.
He used that kid as bait.
Underhanded cur. How dare he?
I mean, that was kind of obvious, honestly.
Treat the captain's wound.
I wouldn't waste your time. I'm all but certain his femoral artery has been sliced clean through. Even if you treat his wound right away, his odds of survival are grim at best.
Captain Death Flag, no!
No.
If only we had seen it coming.
Adol, please. Dr. Kiergaard. No. Nameless. Capture him.
Captain?
Drowsiness is a well-known symptom of exsanguination.
Exsanguination.
That makes 2 victims now. If you bother to count, Sir Carlin, of course. And now I shall take my leave.
Get back here!
That evade was less impressive. I mean, we could still chase him. Okay, we are gonna still chase him. The captain's just unconscious for the moment, but it's not looking good for him. Yes, we must chase after him. It's very vital we don't lose sight of him.
Oh, somebody's there.
There we go. Now I can get rid of Arc Shot. The important things, chat. Let's see. I want to see what Blade Rush looks like. Charge and stun foes with a resplendent attack.
Switch!
Okay, that attack also seems really good. Which one was my triangle button? Oh, Rising Slash, that's right. So yeah, we have a lot of moves he has to go through, so we'll keep him with this for now.
This fruit looks delicious.
She's thinking this fruit looks delicious. Okay, fine. We'll go take the coconuts, Laxi, if you want to comment upon it as we're chasing that one guy. Oh, this isn't where he went? Really? I thought he ran north. He went west from here? Chat, I swear he did not turn the corner in that cutscene. Well, now I can see that we're coming back to the... Okay, so if he summons the dinosaur... I mean, we're in the dinosaur arena. Are we going to refight him?
The one to pursue me, Adol.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious we'd be the one to pursue him. Are you going to ride the dinosaur?
I could see it in your clear eyes, the passion burning deep inside you. And when I first met you, I could tell at that exact moment, you are a worthy target.
You have your sights set on Adol now?
I didn't expect the other castaways to survive long on this island. I thought they would fall prey to beasts once despair set in, or they would fight amongst themselves after all semblance of order had broken down.
Uh-oh, Adol's the real captain.
I was wrong. You, the captain, and the village have given them hope. Everyone has begun to work toward the common goal of escaping this island. It's just so beautiful. It would be so tragic if something terrible were to happen to you or the captain. Why, the mere thought sends a quiver down my spine.
That's why you attacked the captain? And why you're going after Adol?
Not just them. That stuffed shirt Carlin, and that little girl, too. You've done terrible things no man should ever do, Doctor.
Who are you to tell me what I should and should not do? As one who bears the burden of evil, I took the only normal course of action.
I'm gonna ask him about the burden of evil.
Well, yes. I am the counterpart to a paragon of righteousness such as yourself, Admiral. People can only advance when they have land to tread on. Progress cannot be made without two diametrically opposing forces, good and evil. With these concepts, we give meaning to society and history. Do you think the world as you know it would still exist without evil? And yet, the existence of evil is seen as a blight to be purged without hesitation. Does that not seem irrational to you?
You're insane.
Never thought I'd meet anyone who was rotten to their core.
I never expected this conversation to result in mutual understanding between us. After all, the conflict between good and evil is inevitable.
Focus, Adol! We cannot afford to lose you!
She's right. There's no backing out of this one.
I still hope he summons the dinosaur.
History only concerns itself with the results. Therefore, in the name of evil, I will rip my way into the pages of history.
The Nameless Ripper, Kiergaard Wiseman. Here he comes.
Come! The doctor will see you now!
See, that's a better one-liner.
Alright, let's begin!
Yeah.
Let's go!
I'm gonna finish you.
That new skill is pretty good. Oh, okay, it has a delayed hit. So I gotta watch out for the... So he throws a lot of traps, which is kind of interesting. Well, that did a lot of damage. Wow, he did a lot of damage.
Your effort is oh so beautiful!
What you've done is unforgivable, Dr. Kiergaard.
Yeah, we'll make you pay for what you've done.
Ooh, I dodged too early. This is actually kind of difficult. Wow. Okay. He does a lot of good AoE damage. I wasn't expecting him to be this difficult. So we'll do a nice little generic heal to everybody. So now I'm bleeding, so my dodging is hampered a bit. I'm still dodging too early. That's a bad habit. Yeah, that attack is super dangerous. Yeah, look at this. So I think Adol was still our best damage dealer against him. Oh, okay, so I can't dodge roll through that. I was kind of hoping I could. Wow, like he is just kind of brutal, honestly. That attack is actually pretty hard to react to. I'm not gonna lie, chat. There we go, I finally parried it. So yeah, he was definitely a step up in terms of difficulty. I feel like one of his attacks was kind of hard to read. The others, it was more... They were delayed, which I wasn't expecting. So the delay actually threw me off on like the first 2 or 3 times he did it. I did parry that one on purpose towards the end because I'm like, I don't trust my dodge timing on it. I think that did work out a bit nicely. But yeah, could you imagine doing this without getting the armor upgrade though? This fight would be really nasty if we didn't do the other side quests. Also, this fight on hard must be a nightmare. because he was locking down the arena pretty well. So just imagine how much more punishing it would have been on a high difficulty.
You're more resilient than I expected. I didn't think a mere adventurer, was it, would pose such a challenge. But this island is the perfect breeding ground for evil. I've no intention of letting things end here.
No, he's gonna get away! Whoa!
A steel wire trap. We cannot blindly rush him.
Damn! How prepped is this guy?
Next time will be much more fun. Now then. What?
Oh, he wasn't expecting the primordial?
The primordial?
Well, he just got knocked around.
What is this sensation? Ah, yes. This is death.
Well, I guess it just ate him and then carried him away.
Well, that was unexpected.
I mean, I thought he was controlling them via scent, but I guess it was just coincidence that it attacked the village? That seems a bit weird from a story standpoint. I hope it goes into that a bit more later, because I'm not following why else it would have attacked.
Things certainly took a turn just now.
I mean, I kind of expected it to maybe kill him in the end, like when he was bleeding, if it smelled a lot of blood, it might have consumed him. I was thinking it was going around from that standpoint. Like, I thought he was going to be like, ha, I've learned to train it. And then he goes like, oh no, I'm too wounded or something. I thought it was going more towards that kind of outcome, but that's not what happened.
We must hurry back to the captain right away. Let's go, Adol.
That's right. We gotta hurry.
And yes, that also does mean that the protagonist is now not a murderer, so that's a good point, Chad. Just immediately rock out to the music. Oh, this enemy does not seem to have scaled very much.
Captain Barbaros!
Sahad's running animation.
You're back.
Adol.
So let's get this straight. We lost Sir Carlin, who doesn't count against our score. And then we also lost the captain and the doctor, but we got a little girl.
It would seem your battle with Nameless is over.
And we also got Lick. So we went kind of neutral in the help department.
How's the captain doing?
Well,
It's just as Nameless said. The wound is indeed fatal. I'm sorry.
And then we just slam like 30 crew berries down his mouth. We're like, eat it! Get that health back!
No!
Smash his head in with the coconut for another 200 health.
There must be something we can do.
I'm sorry, Laxia. I know I told everyone that we'd make it off this island alive.
But I had so many death flags. There is no way that would ever happen.
Don't say that.
Hang in there, Captain. You promised we'd all see our families again. Think of your daughter.
And that's why he has to die, because he mentioned it.
I'm sorry, Saad. I guess I can't keep that promise.
This just ain't right.
And then then we should use some revival medicine and or ripe crew berries. Good call, chat.
Adol, I'm sorry. but I need you to do something for me. One last promise.
What are you gonna tell us about the island?
Please, you must get everyone off this island alive. I know you can do it, Adol.
You're coming home with us? Yeah, no way.
Yes.
I'm gonna say I promise.
Thank you. Their fate is in your hands now.
If only we ran faster than the captain, he would have survived. Oh, have a good night, Greta Knight. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, chat, it's raining. We just, oh, see, that's why the weather pun was there, so it could rain for the captain's death. There we go, chat. The setup.
Damn it.
Captain Barbaros!
Oh, it's kind of weird for both his hands to be held in that scenario. The castaways mournfully lay Captain Barbaros to rest. Farewell, Captain Deathflag. One by one, with tears in their eyes, they bid farewell to the man who had been the pillar of the strength to their island community. Though the nameless incident has been resolved, the shadow of the giant primordial lurking in the sea loomed over all thoughts of escaping the island. And Castaway Village was in a constant danger of being attacked without warning by primordials. But despite these pressing matters, in that moment the captain sat to eclipse all other concerns, as outpourings of grief, sprang forth from each castaway. I mean, Lick didn't really know the captain that well. Oh, that says Captain Barbaros lies here, rest in peace. No grave for Carlin or Kiergaard, though. Good catch, chat. That's actually the... Chat, it's been so long since we saw a chapter, I almost forgot there were chapters in this game. So that's the end of chapter 2. O mighty great tree of origins, bringer of prosperity since time immemorial. O ancient kings, maidens of yore, cast thine gaze upon us. Oh, I think this is the first time... I think this is the first time we've seen Dana's last name. Oh gosh, I cannot pronounce these names. I apologize, chat. Eclusia? She's named the Maiden of the Great Tree. So why did she get named over Olga? Because they kept setting up Olga to be the next successor. So what did she do differently? Because it seemed like she was being chastised for opening the floodgates, and that wasn't a good thing to do. I feel like an event got skipped somewhere. Like, I thought Olga would be like, I have shamed my family name, so I can't accept it, or I'm too sick to do it, or there wasn't an obstacle for her. So what happened? Well, we're witnessing the new maiden. It shelters us with her divine essence. Chat, I'm like taking in the priestess. What is going on with the priestess, chat? Can we hold up and talk about this? She's like hunched over at like a 40-degree angle, but then like the rest of her body is completely straight up, and her arm is like really weirdly disproportionate. I don't get this drawing, chat. Can the chat please explain to me what is happening with her? I mean, like, she's like bent at like not the waist. She's like bent at her arm, and then she has like another torso above it. I don't I don't know. It's like, did they? What happened in this image? It's not like a pedestal or something, right? Because like the hand is coming from there. Like I thought she was like leaning over an altar at first, but then like that can't be the case because look at the altar. It has her walking cane. I'm so confused, chat. Anyway, so they never would have expected a troublemaker like Dana to be chosen. I mean, according to the setup of this, Olga should have been chosen. And I'm surprised I remembered names, because I'm usually bad at names. Oh. So they're talking amongst themselves. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting a little more backstory. It felt really weird that they set it up. So what did Olga do to not get qualified? After everything that happened, I thought you would have been the chosen one. Olga's silent. With that incident, Dana proved that she is capable of taking bold, decisive action. I can't say I think her actions are wise, nor can I pretend to even understand them. But emotions aren't logical, and the people feel as though they can rely on her decision-making. Somebody else says I will never accept this? So you say, Olga, but who is the one person who's always there to help Dana? Only because her reckless actions invite further trouble. So I guess this is... Oh, I feel bad. I was gonna say Saria. It was an S name. But the other childhood friend is here, just talking about her. Speaking of which, are you attending the Ouroboreal Awakening tomorrow? Uh-oh. What does that entail? As the new maiden, it's the first major event that Dana must participate in. And Olga is saying that she'll do her a favor and attend. We've been friends for a long time. Sarai, thank you, chat. That sounds right. Oh, chat, we're out of flashback territory. Oh, I like that the headdresses almost look like leaves.
That is the schedule for today.
I like the shape of them, and the color kind of goes with the great tree theme.
Your Eminence, are you tired from all the ceremonies you've attended these past few days?
Dana, what happened to your clothes?
Yes, a little.
Well, yes, you are wearing a little, but seriously, what happened to your clothes?
We will be departing for the Great Valley, where the Arboreal Awakening will be held.
I mean, even that very scantily clad priestess has more clothes than you. What happened, Dana? Let's talk about it. Did you, like, get caught in the middle of changing? What happened?
We still have some time before we depart. Perhaps you would like to get some rest?
Yes, I would very much like that. Thank you kindly. You should get some rest too. I think it would do us both good.
See, it seems very likely, chat, that it's going to put us in control of her very soon, given that we went into color mode, I suppose. But looking at the statues behind us, what do you think they are, chat? I mean, we have a good look at the one up close, but what about that one behind it? Does that thing have 4 arms? Like, what is that?
I certainly shall. When you are ready to leave, please, come let me know.
I will. Thank you. There we go. All this formality's wearing me out. I should go walk around first.
So there we go. She's level 43, chat. Wow. She has a skill that only costs 1 MP. Dragon Spirit slowly drains SP to unleash power hidden inside. So she's listed as a all-rounder who boasts incredible speed and attack range, wields various essence skills, and can fight any opponent. So she's overpowered, is what the game is trying to tell us. So she has Elemental Shot, which enhances the essence and releases a light bullet forward. Mistral Edge, which is a rotating attack that hunts down the enemy with a single strike. Then we have a high power A++ in power, A in stun, A+ in break. I think this is like one of the most loaded skills ever. Spiel Round Dance, move and strike with the elegant with an elegant and flurry of attacks. And her extra skill is Glacial Blade Dance. Now, do I have any other skills? No. What is she? Chat, look at those weapons. What? Oh boy. She is a dual wielder. So she is medium's cloth, traditional Eternian woven attire. No accessories. We don't have any costumes. Uh-oh, chat. Remember how I was asking how we would get past that cliff? If there was, like, a double jump we could have used? So her blades are the crescents. I was thinking they were going to be called something like Crescent Moon. It looked like a completed moon when she had them both together. That's why I was thinking about that. I'm glad that that was actually it. Key items, Maiden Journal, Dana's Journal, contains various information. So she have a different journal. Oh, she does have a different journal. Objective, wander around the temple. So we can still see all these other things. There are a lot of little things we can learn in the game. But apparently we've encountered most of the tutorial things, which I feel like they haven't been too intrusive. Oh, that's nice. We can actually see which areas we haven't completed. So we've gotten 3 A's and an S on the different raids. Oh, Village quest cleared, Eternia quest cleared, but look how many other question marks there are. So there's going to be potentially more quests, or maybe some specific events. I mean, look how many question marks are there. That's a bit suspicious. Costumes, DLC excluded. 0 out of 7. So we can still get way more costumes. Adel's reputation is 62. I forgot to check it the previous time. I didn't think we were going to be plotted that hard. But we'll try to keep an eye on it. Her jump height is ridiculous, chat. What is this? Okay, let's look at that creature. Right, so we have the one up front, but what is this bad boy? I guess it's sort of like some of the stuff that we're wielding. Man, he is just, he's ready for war. The Arboreal Awakening will proceed without any issues, says the Kingdom Civilian, doomed to be wrong. Hello, Cleric. Be sure not to make a single mistake. It would be terrible if we unleashed great evil in this world. Okay, so let's see if we're allowed to leave. Hello, Cleric. I think maybe she gets her own set of companions. I'm thinking that's where it's going, Chad. I think that collection's specifically for her. Because if you remember, it also said 0 out of 22 books collected. So we're actually going to have 2 sets of things to max out. So we could have tried continuing the story a little bit. Great Valley. Chat, where do you feel we are in relationship to the rest of the plot? So we definitely have not seen any of this. Not whatsoever. It's possible the island we're on is like somewhere southeast of here. So we still have a lot of plot points. A prayer altar is provided for you. This is her bed. I don't think she has time to lay down. Is there anything we could take from our room? Because we have to be very careful in exploring here, because is she supposed to memorize all of those books? That kind of sucks. So let's keep an eye out for any possible treasures we could do. We'll talk to most of these people. Sienna's in doubt. Thinking Olga would win. It would help me if more people were as honest as you, Sienna. Poor Sienna, just talking about what's on her mind. Yeah, what is going to happen to the other candidates? Either stay and serve at the temple or return to their normal lives. I wonder if Lady Olga and Sarai have already made their decision. So I guess the other two story points will be talking to them if we're going to glean any information. Today's our last day with Lady Orgonada as librarian. I miss being able to talk to someone so knowledgeable. Such as the will of fate, I pray that the great tree guides her path. Well, that doesn't sound good. Thinking that Atla and Sienna need to receive more training. So that's the east wing of the temple. We're not allowed to go there. Are we allowed to go into here? Oh, this is a ritual room. I have no business being there. Okay. Pink-haired girl? It'd be such a shame if a thief took advantage of this. Wow. Busted immediately. She is wearing the most conspicuous outfit ever. How would people not notice this, chat? At least I got to meet the maiden everybody's talking about. I guess I'll head back for today. Goodbye, pink-haired girl. Her clothes seem out of place. I wonder where she's from. I know! She didn't also blend in. So oblivious. So not able to go through there either. Small shrine, can't go in there. Maybe today isn't such a good day to go out. Maybe just talk to Atla. There's a small patch of hollow ground no one's permitted to approach. So that's where the new maiden will undergo the arboreal awakening. After planting a prayer tree sapling, she will offer a prayer and then receive a vision of Eternia's future. So when she gets the scarlet vision of the entire kingdom being destroyed, oh, we'll receive a wonderful vision where everybody she knows will be dead. We know this is where this is going, chat. They've already introduced the Scarlet Visions, and she's already had one so far. It's not even a stretch at this point to say that'll happen. Oh? There's no reason to enter the crypt. Oh, there's a crypt? So we have a small shrine, a ritual room, a crypt. We're in a library.
The great tree.
So now that a new maiden has been chosen, she's just going to be an advisor. So we apologize for being too formal. There are arboreal awakenings inspired by the trials undergone by the first maiden. You will journey through the Great Valley alone until you arrive at a patch of hallowed ground. Excuse me, though it is a ritual, please treat it with the same seriousness you would any other duty. And we agree. Our duty is first and foremost. After all, we're the maiden of the great tree, guiding beacon of Eternia.
It's almost time. I have to depart.
Seriously, we have so much airtime.
Sarai nearby. I'm sure I'll see them again.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything else we could do, so we should just wave dash to the exit. Oh, no, there's still somebody I need to talk to? Hmm. Unless they're on like a... Oh, I guess we do technically have to go back to the place we were going to. It sounded like we could just leave immediately, but whatever. I mean, I guess she technically said to talk to her again. Oh, for a moment, I wasn't even on the mini-map. That was interesting. Hello, Atla. Yeah, let's depart. We've talked to everybody here. Our traveling party has already finished their preparations. The caravan is waiting for you outside. I thought we were going alone, or are they just stopping in front of the valley? Because they just said that.
Olga, Sarai, what are you doing here?
Your Eminence, we are honored to bear witness as you perform the Arboreal Awakening.
I would not have guessed green hair for Olga. You got me, game.
Thank you for allowing us to be part of this.
Also, that's not the voice at all I pictured for Sarai. She sounds a lot more mature than I was expecting.
Come on. Stop it, you guys. This is gonna be weird now.
With all due respect, Your Eminence, you have already submitted yourself to the Great Tree of Origins.
Wait, her hair is striped? Wait, I was so distracted by green I didn't even notice the stripes. That is a hardcore hair color, chat. That must take a while to do.
Please strive to conduct yourself in a more dignified manner as befits your station. Royalty and their subjects will all be in attendance to witness the proceedings.
Yes, I will.
See, I almost thought it was like a stylistic thing, but you could see it, like, the stuff on the left doesn't look striped so much, but definitely the side stuff is striped.
Your Eminence must journey to the hallowed ground of the Great Valley, in accordance with the ancient precepts. You shouldn't encounter any danger as you undergo this trial, but please, do not overexert yourself.
You shouldn't encounter it where we're inevitably gonna fight something and have a terrible vision. Nice try, Olga.
Anything. We will not be far.
I understand. Thank you.
Once you set foot on that hallowed ground, you will submit yourself to the Arboreal Awakening. But first, you must make your way to the depths of the Great Valley.
Now, Your Eminence, please conduct the opening ceremony of the Arboreal Awakening.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I thought it was shading too. That's why I didn't comment on it. But yeah, now that it's there, I'm like, no, wait, no, literally she has stripes. That is quite a haircut.
I am Donna.
Olga cut like half her outfit in half. I don't understand. She's very asymmetrical.
I have answered the call of the Great Tree of Origins and offered myself to become its appointed maiden. I stand ready to undergo my trial, so that Eternia may receive blessings everlasting. O great tree, O maidens past, please, let your strength wash over me. Let the Arboreal Awakening commence!
Well done, Your Eminence.
Please make your way to the end of the path. The trial begins now.
Thank you.
Apparently we're in a culture of everybody showing off their stomach, apparently. I actually just missed... Oh, okay, so chat is saying Dana Okay, I was about to say that. See, I'm so focused on what they're saying, I don't listen to how they say it. Honestly, I'm like reading the text as they go along. It's equipped with special items known as essence equipment. No, we already know about the double jump game. Nice try. So that seems to put her in like a super mode. Okay, that attack just seems incredibly unfair. So let me get this straight. Every single one of her skills is just better than every other character we've been using. She's like Adol plus Sahad, and then she has double jump.
The wind feels so nice. Okay, Donna, let's do this.
I'm without words witnessing how long that lasted and how many things that looks like it would hit. Hey, dragon tree fruit, that heals 1,000 health. Speaking of which, oh yeah, we have very limited healing items. Like, look at this projectile, chat. Like, this is so unfair. And it homes? Are you kidding me? Wait, so if I'm like right here, does it just hit it? That's so unfair, chat. So so she has the equivalent of the gun move that I thought Hummel would have, but he has to melee with it. But she's the one with the twin blades, and she gets that ridiculous projectile? Okay, game. Yeah, she doesn't need any party members. Like, her weakest attack is the Twister move there, but it's like a faster version of Anchor, so it's still better than Sahad's. Well, I guess if it doesn't multi-hit, maybe it's slightly worse than Sahad's. But in terms of mobility, it's much better than Sahad's. Now, that attack right there looks like a boss slayer. So maybe I have to stay on the rocks when this happens to avoid losing progress. I actually parried that successfully. I feel happy about that. So it looks like there's a... Did I really get struck by something while looking around? Come on, game. Stop that. So we can reduce how much movement we are affected by with the wind if we make sure to dip down into that little gully there. Now, I guess I have to wrap around. I don't think there's any other path I could go, because it seems like the path I'm seeing on the minimap is actually up there. I guess we could hold still a little bit just to see what our other animation is. Because we saw that they had 2 different idle animations. So I guess if she gets bored, she twirls. So there we go, that's out of the way. So this drains our MP at a constant rate. But in return, she seems to do a lot more damage. Alright, so we have to be a little careful about the timing there, or else we could have been blown away. We're gonna ignore that enemy. We don't need to kill every enemy. There we go. We're going through the zigzag path to the story element. There's the sacred ground where we're going to plant the sapling and presumably receive a horrific vision that can't be altered. Uh-oh. They were trespassing. They said we had to do this alone. Wait a minute. Wait, she's not going to say anything for that? That seems kind of weird, chat. We were definitely told to come here alone, and this is the opposite of alone. I don't know how they managed to catch up to us. I mean, because we were the ones with the double jump.
At last, Donna will witness the future of Eternia.
Yes.
Yes, all like 10 days left in it. She'll witness it. Ooh, full anime cutscene. Nice. There we go. Quality improved, chat.
Donna? Donna, what's wrong? Are you all right?
I can't breathe.
Donna, are you okay?
Yes,
Why is it in parentheses?
I just felt like I was drowning. I think I got too nervous. That
Are you? Never mind. As long as you're sure you're okay, that's all that matters.
Well, now you're definitely trespassing in the hallowed ground. So we witnessed somebody staring up at the
Eminence, have you safely completed the awakening?
at the 2 moons, and then they were drowning. But we also saw a field of flowers, or at least a field of green with a flower or two. That didn't look as terrible as it could be, but the drowning probably was not good.
yes, it went fine. I saw a vision of a calm, beautiful ocean.
That I drowned in.
How wonderful. A calm ocean is a symbol of peace and prosperity. Surely Eternia will know peace in your time.
So you lied about your vision? Oh, you are asking for trouble.
Yes.
Look, Donna, this is why we kept saying share the dreams. You are not addling it up, and now whatever happens is going to be your fault, and they have every right to blame you.
What was that vision? And why was it?
Chapter 3, surpassing... I don't know if that's a name? So, I was gonna say, there's a couple of meanings for that word. I think it's like... I think it might be gendarme. So there's a couple things it can be, right? It's probably not meant to be an armed police officer in France, which is what I know it for. I'm assuming it's some kind of geographical thing, like a mountain or something like that. I don't know what its alternate use is. I'm assuming it has one, but I only know it is the French police. So like I'm not sure what that is. So I'm sure we'll come across it at some point. So Adol's thinking he had a very long dream, and he's not sure if it was a dream. He cannot shake the strange feeling he had briefly become this person. Well, if he was this person, he should have made her told people about the vision. So yeah, I'm assuming it's some kind of rock, if I had to guess. If it's not the name of a creature or something. But we'll see how it is, I suppose.
Adol, off the starboard bow!
So we were introduced to a pink-haired thief, and this girl is also pink-haired, but is younger. So we can have 2 theories, right? We've been assuming so far that the dreams are things in the past. Technically, if we're gonna involve magic and all sorts of other kinds of things. It could be the future, because this could be the girl thief, for example, but just not grown up enough yet. Or, if this is the past, they could be related to this girl. It's kind of strange we have a pink-haired girl that's doing the same kind of thing. Like, she'll say, like, oh, my mother was a thief, or something to that nature. Or my older sister, or something. Reincarnation, that's a good point, too.
Full speed ahead! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Why did we dodge her?
I didn't think you'd evade my deadly ramming attack.
Only Sahad has the deadly ramming attack. Let's get a name from her. Quina.
Forget already?
All right, settle down, Quina.
Quina.
Oh, barnacles. His stogie.
Oh my god. Chat, that line delivery got me. I don't know what it was. I don't know about how it what specifically about how it was said, but to the barnacles, it's Dogi. That's a good one.
See you around, Adol.
It's been 1 week. Quina was unconscious when the captain saved her, and she's too innocent to understand what happened to him. It's actually pretty funny how she ended up on the Lombardia. Okay. She's playing at the harbor and stuck aboard while the cargo was getting loaded. Okay, so she was one of the people that was trespassed. Okay. I wasn't sure if somebody else brought her on board or not. Okay. I had a feeling somebody was a stowaway. I guess it makes sense that it's her. The stowaway was not who I thought it was, because I thought it was the military policeman. We're not going to ask her about the captain's outfit, but we're going to ask if she's the stowaway. As adults, we can't just sit around and mope forever. We need to discuss our future plans. So now we have to gather up our party and head to the village center. Well, let's check the quest board. No quests available. Wow, chat. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to at least unlock leaving the village, but I think we're almost at a good stopping point. Oh hey, they put like more of a garden here than I remember. Speaking of which, is anything else whilst ashore? No, doesn't seem like it. Hi, Sahad. So Laxia visits the captain every day, so she'll presumably be at the top of the hill. I missed that double jump already, chat. I feel really sad. So it's possible we can also get the double jump as Adol if... I was about to call her Dana again. If Donna is actually dead. Right? Because, like, we could find her grave or something like that and get it. There's a lot of ways they can take this. I'm honestly not... I'm not feeling any one particular way at the moment. So she's still distraught. Oh, she has new equipment, chat. Wait a minute. Whoa! Hello. Yes?
Rare product. This is a rare product.
So we lose 6 strength, but get 23 defense? Okay.
This is a rare product.
So no new outfits. And now we can start getting the belts that we would have been able to get normally. Oh, chat, look at this. 20 strength defense and 400 health? Wait a minute, this is godlike.
Thank you very much.
Zahad would actually lose defense. I think I'll give it to Laxia. Yeah, we'll replace her 300 health thing there.
Please come again.
I feel like that removes her big issue of not being tanky enough. Because now she has the same defense as the protagonist, but has more health. So I feel like we actually got some pretty good upgrades there. And again, we might get spare party members, so it doesn't hurt to get other kinds of equipment. So even if we can get more stuff forged, for example, it's still good for us to have a variety, because presumably we'll get Hummel back at some point. But that accessory will probably be useful forever. Hey, chat, they built the aqueduct that they were talking about. Look at that, they did the captain's dream. How is this aqueduct even working? Oh, nope, I wasn't allowed to see. I call them gift items. They're from my private collection. They make excellent gifts. Just want everybody to have a little extra spring in their step. I'll make them cheap. I'll say sure. That'll make her happy. Okay, so she has a new mechanic. Perhaps something will happen if you give a castaway a gift. Ooh, chat. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this now, but chat, you have some things to think about for the next stream session. We're gonna have to choose who gets the first gift. We are definitely putting that to a vote. 100% putting it to a vote. Completing quests or giving gifts will increase the castaway's approval. By increasing their approval, the raid support will be enhanced. At maximum approval, something nice might happen. Picard. I mean, we'll see who we could give it to.
What should I upgrade?
So yeah, we still can't do anything yet. Oh, okay. So we could have technically gotten something that gives us a little more in terms of stats, but we actually don't have a lot of iron ore, so the only one we might have been able to do is the Beast Hide, which gives us a little less health, which honestly I'd rather have a little more health for Adol and Laxia, but maybe for Sahad it would make more sense to get the ruby breastplate. Just a little bit more. Either way, I don't think it's a big game changer. So this is interesting. I don't really want to use my iron ore on this. I'm satisfied with my choice. I don't think I have regrets. Because I was like, oh, like, it's not a... If the regular defense it added was like 120 or 125 comparatively, where it just had flat out way more defense, I might have felt bad, but I think we did pretty well. She talked to him about the shop many times and he helped out. I wanted to repay him one day. Now I'll never be able to. So we could check the jewels. So nothing changed here. We could trade down in case we need other materials. So we can make glow rock and debate. That's kind of random. And we'd actually convert the stalactite into iron ore. That's important to know. We'll try to keep that in mind, chat. I'm so used to just only upgrading in one direction. I can't say I really thought about it before.
Oh, done already? Take your time.
So she has a lot of deals. Oh, I used one of the Zapsian tails already. So maybe these are gifts for very specific characters, because let's take a look at it. Rich Hall Banner, Teddy Bear, Hard Liquor. Let's start by getting as many of these as we can.
This one is special. This one is special. This one is special. This one is special.
So we're close to having razor feathers. I don't remember where we got these. The Zaspian tail we only received by doing raids, from what I remember. And we don't have enough for another medicine bottle. But again, we haven't been using them that much. So now we can... Okay, we could get another razor feather from this. I don't feel like we had the ability to make this until now.
This one is special. This one is special.
I think this one is special, chat. Yeah, see, we can't make the other tail yet. That's a little concerning. I wonder if we have to go get an S rank on the other raids. Because I feel like that's how we got it. We just literally got one of it for A ranking something. Most of these are really not that important. I'd rather just have the generic mango. I'd rather have 4 healing items that heal me for 400 than one that revives and heals for 500. To me, that's not a good trade. We could turn branches into wheat. That's kind of random. I don't know if I agree with that. So we got every gift item except for this one. So hopefully we'll get monsters that can drop it.
See you later.
So hey, maybe we don't have to do a vote then. I didn't think we would get that many gifts in one try. I still think we'll save though. I'll make another save just in case there's something I missed with Donna. And we could give him the Rich Hall banner.
At all.
She just said my name and stopped talking, sure.
Oh!
Banner denoting a big fish haul. Looking at this... See, I thought the big haul would actually be for her. Like, as in the merchant, as in, like, she got a lot of loot. But I guess it makes sense for it to go to the fisherman and too. So we're gonna say, how is it used? You fly it when you catch a lot of fish. My homeland is in the countryside, so if you don't catch fish, nobody eats. He's always admired the thing since he's a little tyke. From what I saw, you're pretty skilled at fishing. Want to fish the high seas with me someday? I'll take you to a good spot. I'll tell him it sounds fun. Zahad's approval increased. Zahad's strength increased by 5. Ooh, chat. Look at that free damage. Adel's strength increased by 2. Hey, everybody wins. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let us talk to... I guess Licked over here. Still by Doggy prepare the clinic for use. I'm thinking, you know what? The way he's kind of standing kind of reminds me of a doctor. I wasn't thinking about it before. If he wasn't wearing the other coat, I probably also would have identified him immediately as a doctor. But the way he's standing now, he's kind of got that white collar kind of thing. I kind of associate that with like the doctor characters. And he's got that very formal vest on, sort of like a Mr. Nameless had. So we're gonna tell him we're counting on him. So he can go ahead and brew things for us. So we have 1 empty bottle. I guess we can
There you
go ahead and fill it with medicine. I mean, now that I know the higher difficulties just say you lose the medicine bottle, I honestly don't see that as a huge deal. I don't feel like healing items are too hard to get to. Who else can we talk to on the way to her? Thought I saw something loading in as I did that. That distracted me for a moment. So let's see, we talked to them. Little boy. Thanks to the waterworks, farming got a lot easier. Heard the officer who is the one who built the waterway. I think he's better suited to be a craftsman. Everybody seems to be very skilled at building. Oh, chat. Look, chat, that takes a while to do. Look at what they did. Are you witnessing the aqueduct system that they have? Ridiculous. So I guess it's coming from the river, and it flows all the way down there, and then goes around the corner, all the way into their little reservoir here. That is quite a round trip. Now, where did this one go? Oh, there's another one over there. Okay, I just wanted to see. I mean, I guess they had a week. I mean... Wow, we get a lot of movement speed when I do that. Ever since that incident, I feel like I don't understand God's intentions. Oh, Sister Nia. She's now doubting her own faith. Wow, the bird said Allison. Who's the most evil of them all? Dogi, he scolds you. Wow, she's teaching the bird to commit crimes. The deviousness. Hello, Shubu. You stare at us, but we have no more fish. Feels like we've been rudderless for the past week. That's like something I expect Sahad to say, not Laxia. So she's saying we depended on the captain more than she realized. We're gonna tell her we have to keep moving forward. She says she understands the captain's not here to guide us. Our fate is in our own hands. The wheel's in our hands now. The wheel of fate is turning. She feels dread at the prospect. The captain and the other castaways have been protecting her the whole time, ever since she came to the island, no, possibly before then. I'm gonna ask her what she means by even before. She says, you remember how frustrated I used to get when we first arrived here? That's because I couldn't accept that I'd been uprooted from my sheltered life of privilege. In hindsight, she's actually embarrassed. See, she's having more of a character arc than Sir not appearing in this game anymore. So, I guess we'll say that she's changed, to see what she says about it. So she says she'd like to start making her own decisions so she can accept responsibility for her future. She doesn't feel like she needs to be protected, and instead wants to be the one protecting people. And now Sahad probably is showing up. Yeah, definitely Rebel 1 ready fight, indeed. Blah's Blue reference there. You can't face the sea unless you first accept how small you are. He's really obsessed with this. Also, this is like strangely the same kind of logic for like Alcoholics Anonymous. I can't talk today. Alcoholics Anonymous. I feel like it's very dangerously similar. Do you want to talk about it, Sahad? We don't have the captain anymore to give our lives structure. From now on, we gotta rely on our own judgment. I mean, we've already been doing that. I'm gonna say we're gonna be okay. So he's just saying we have everybody else. Wait, no, that's the opposite of going on without the captain. You're saying, now we can rely on someone else. No, that's not the takeaway, Sahad. That's not what we're supposed to do in this scenario. Well, Lexi agrees with him anyway. We all gotta survive so we can fulfill the captain's last wish. I mean, it's likely no more people will die. Unless we get the bad ending. So he's not sure how we could build a ship that big. Expert shipbuilder, excuse me. A shipbuilder with detailed blueprints to pull that off. So who would have that knowledge is the question. So we have to kill the monster and somehow build the ship. So we need somebody that has the tools and wherewithal in order to actually create the ship, because usually it's on like a series of beams and things like that. It's not, you can't just build it like you did the rowboat. You actually need to take some time to make sure the backbone of it has structure and things like that. So they would not know how to do this unless somebody else taught them. So are we perhaps going to come across a new character? Who else would know about shipbuilding from what we saw? I don't think anybody on board would have known it necessarily. Like there's still a noble guy we haven't seen at all. I'm not sure what happened to him. Cathu's missing still. Not sure if he'll return. Technically, T's notes. T could have built a ship because he was planning on escaping and he could have died somewhere else. We could get lucky that way. I'm just thinking about how else we could get a ship at this point. But I'm going to tell her we can't give up. Oh yeah, that's right, the old lady. We haven't seen the old lady either. So I wonder where they are. Because it's now been several days plus a week at this point in-game. Yeah, we need to gather more information. I already found the bodies of several pirates as well as various notes. I'm sure there are more secrets on this island waiting to be found. We're gonna go through a series of booby traps and we'll find One-Eye Willie's ship. It'll be fine. So we haven't even set foot in the north. The only way to head north is to scale that giant mountain in the center of the island. See, that's why I was thinking the southeast of Donna's, yeah, of her map, I think was the mountain. I think it looked like it was, because leading into the Great Valley, I thought they were connected. We could check our world map again just to double check how much the geography lines up. Yeah, I can't think of any shipbuilding candidates offhand. I mean, at least the game is kind of telling us where this was. I don't 100% remember where this is without looking at the world map. Presumably it was somewhere in the north. I remember the scene, which is nice of them to kind of flash back to it. So saying the valley is rather difficult to pass through. If only there was a way around it. See, they're talking about the valley, because I think in the southeast corner of the previous world map that we saw, the valley was the landmarks. Let's compare the names that are used. At least we have a goal now. Sort of reminds me of Euron, a real heart. Always standing at attention. If it reminds you of an uptight military man, perhaps we should call it... I want to say it's gendarme. So, okay, so it is a military officer reference. But they're using it to also reference a rock. So I guess I double win? So, 10 out of 10, I guess what they were referencing correctly? There we go. Got it. Perfect timing. We have to rethink how we respond to beast raids in the future. We don't have anyone to give us orders. We're pretty much on our own. So Euron's going to take over the captain's role for that. So he's saying that now that the case is over, we have to pay our respects by actually surviving. So we're going to say I'm counting on you. We'll go for the generic response. So he's also surprisingly good with his hands, which is just convenient for us. He cleaned up some rusty items that washed ashore until they were good as new. What items? Lexi is surprised. Apparently he can craft small accessories for you. Wait, we have multiple people that give accessories? I guess maybe he's more of like a jewelry person versus the tailor outright. So I guess we'll go visit his shop at some point. I think we'll hold off on some of the side conversations for next time. But we'll check out the crafting station. So we can look at armlets and accessories as well as dismantle items. The workshop. Here you can craft armlets and accessories, dismantle items. Dismantle to regain some of the materials used to create it. Okay. Use those regained items to make a new one. Okay. Okay, we'll see where that is. Where was this workshop, did it say? Quest board is started up. So we're going to hit these next time. So it seems like we have 3 waiting for us. So we'll do that just so that their quest pops up. Wait, where is his workshop? Oh, she apparently made us jump. So I don't want to visit the captain's grave right now. I'm just curious where the workshop is. We saw the farm, which is fine. Saw the blacksmith. Oh, I didn't even see him there. I saw the workbench, but I thought it was for Dina. I wasn't really thinking about it. My bad, chat.
All right, show me.
So we could show him the map, so we could hear him be disappointed at us. We didn't do much. He's just disappointed in us forever.
Which one do you want?
So I suppose we can look at the crafting things here. So getting another skill gain +2 might actually be worth it. Something that gives 40 defense and 100 health is also pretty strong. And Laxia can't wear it for some reason, which is kind of weird. Is there a reason she can't? But anyway, we can go ahead and upgrade our other items. So if we need more defense, we could do that. I think for now, the only one I'm kind of interested in is the Warrior Seal level 2.
Here.
Just because that's just an immediate upgrade. We already have an athlete ring.
Well, come again.
Which I guess is more useful in boss fights. I feel for randomly exploring areas, it's not as useful. So if we want to kind of weed out our inventory a little bit, we can eventually get rid of, like, for example, one of the bone necklaces, just to see what it gives us. So we get 1 sturdy bone back. So we can apparently also get pincers back, which I might do at some point. We'll see. Ooh, so we could have had a second tail by dismantling a blood fang. So we could have technically had the gift a bit earlier, which is a shame. I'm not sure if anything else would have given us it. I don't think so. One of these just seems to add a lot of pure power. That's kind of tempting to wear, honestly. Well, we're never going to go back to these, so I don't see any reason we shouldn't do this.
Take it.
Like, we're not going to go back to this either, so we'll get the iron ore.
Take it.
So let's get rid of some of our equipment. I don't think we need it as...
Here.
We don't really need this.
Take it. Take it.
I'll keep the dark jacket, because we can't get that one as easily. And it looks kind of cool.
Here.
So I think we're good for now. So we could lower our own defense slightly. I might give it to her. I'm thinking about it. Because her attack power is kind of low, and her having crit could actually be useful to us. So she still has more than Sahad, and she's got more health than Adol. So I think this is probably okay for now. And again, I think overall our equipment is pretty solid. Plus, now we can also switch Adol's ring to the blade ring level 2. Because we're not using that at the moment. So he's already pretty high in terms of damage. So he's clearly our boss killer. Like, his moves just seem to work better than Sahad's specifically, if we're able to get away with it. So this will, I think, go towards that general strategy. And the gloves, I think, make up for the fact that his health is now the lowest of the party. But his defense is pretty high, so I guess that's fine. Anyway, so I think we're going to take a look at all these side quests and giving out gifts for next time. So for now, I am going to say thank you all for joining. I hope you had a good time. We made a lot of progress. We cleared the end of chapter 2, I think it said, and then we were in chapter 3. Because, right, we went through the prologue. Chapter 1 was kind of a long chapter. And then chapter 2, I think, was just a brief little side venture with a dream character. Yeah, and we called the doctor. I didn't trust him, chat. It's just rule number 1. Never trust them. So I think for next time, we have a lot of gift giving to do. We need to somehow get one more tail. Hopefully we might even try redoing a raid or something like that pretty soon. Or perhaps we'll wait for one more weapon upgrade just to make life a bit easier, because especially the first raid in particular should be much better now that we have all those different contraptions and things like that adding to our score. Plus we now have Adol with a ton of damage and that super slice, which would make things pretty easy. So at this point, we are just going to explore to the north and hopefully make some progress there. And the only other thing I can think of is we'll be continuing with Zestiria this weekend. Hopefully I won't be interrupted by work, but we'll see what happens, because I'm coming up to another big production thing. And side note is that I should be uploading the rest of this current series to YouTube very soon. I actually had an issue with the second time that we streamed because the video was too long, but I think I finally managed to split the video using some free software, so that should be available for everybody to go and view in case they happen to miss it. So hopefully over the next few days you should see those videos trickle in. I think I'm mostly caught up, except for this series specifically. So again, thank you all for joining. I appreciate the company, and hopefully see you again next time.